always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I've been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, dumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your sickness. I talk to God about my dealings when they got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be bout my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground.
Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be fly than a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in, no ID. You ain't cold like me. No, you see the name in neon. Prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they be on. Got a nigga leading this shit like Eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. But I'm grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like freak Nick. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up in the what you call it, eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants, ducked off by the lake and mountains. Might make it sound like
that.
in that sack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the bread cane. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game. I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Gotta now give a fuck who got next. A good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin game to the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play. 2 blunts, tall Tanqueray. Don't simp, get paid today. That hate can't make a stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Make a nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, done division. Papa my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique in dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position. In that backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clip full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game.
All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chillin' in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ay, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking
Stick
about.
around when we hold it down, look at what we found. From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about.
Oh, how y'all doing on this Tuesday afternoon? It's your guy, Big Dog Barking. Straight out of Memphis 10 with another live for y'all today. And today's topic is the hidden safety of low drama women. Why stability is a green flag. Now, before we get into the proceeding this evening, as y'all enter the building, hit the like button. Likes are appreciated over here. You know what I'm saying? I love the likes. Hit that share button, tell somebody to come put their eyes on you guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something over here. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,300 by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? That is a goal of mine. If we get there, we get there. And if we don't get there, guess what? We're going to try again in 2026. And it is what it is. Also, if you want to donate and join the investment circle, the banner is at the top of the screen. So whatever donation you want to send, whether it's a small donation or a large donation, all donations are accepted. Hit that cash app at $ Big Dog Barking 2132. And I would appreciate that. So before we get into the topic for today, I would like to talk about a panel I jumped on yesterday. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my guy, the Drip Show. You know what I'm saying? I popped up over there after I did my live yesterday. And it was a nice little lineup over there. My guy Easy Bands was over there. Shout out to him. My guy Corey Love. Shout out to him. Eat Man. Stanley D Rock the Block. My guy JD. You know what I'm saying? He was over there. Ruthless Truth. Hood. It was a nice little lineup. You know what I'm saying? It was some nice conversation going on over there, if I must say so myself. And the topic of the conversation was, are women really the problem? Now, if you new to this channel, if you returning viewer, if you a subscriber, you already know how I feel about the whole man-woman dynamic. Is like, are there bad women in the world? Yes. I've said that on numerous occasions. There are bad women in the world. They're just terrible no matter who they with. I say that a lot. But the truth of the matter is, there's bad people, not just women. Because there's bad guys no matter who they with. They're just terrible. So as the conversation was going, you know, I popped up later when I think it was the first time that Iz had left and he came back. You know, if you listen to my guy Ruthless Truth rhetoric, if you listen to hood conservative rhetoric, you understand where they're coming from. And over the past couple of weeks, me and Ruthless, I've been going to his channel. You know what I'm saying? I drive by, some support. You know, I don't have nothing against Ruthless. I don't have nothing against Ruthless Truth. I don't have nothing against him. Nor do I have anything against hood conservative. I mean, I tell y'all a lot of times, I don't have no issue with none of these guys. Really, it's just that when we're having these debates, I see things how I see things, you see things how you see things, and we gonna butt heads when we disagree. And it is what it is. It's all in conversation. So, Ruthless Truth, his rhetoric is to short-term invest. Now, I done said this on numerous occasions, is that when I hear certain words and certain phrases and we going down certain rabbit holes, my brain gets triggered. It gets turned on. You know, it's like you can walk into a room and just flick on the light, and sometimes the light work. It's flicking on and off, and then sometimes the light cut on and it's bright as be. So this is one of them situations where I hear short-term investment. And my lights automatically click on. It's like as soon as you walk in the building, walk in the door, my lights clicked on because this is what I do. This is what I do. I give y'all financial style relationship advice. I'm a chief investment strategist. That's my title, Chief Investment Strategist. I used to be a game coach. Now I'm a Chief Investment Strategist. You know what I'm saying? Evolution. So Ruthless, his whole ideology is, invest in the short term. Get your little box, going on about your business. No baggage, no commitment, no nothing, and just pay to play. And I told him on several occasions is that I don't have a problem with you doing that. Have fun, do what you do. That is your world. Like I tell people when they come over here, that my advice is what I'd say. The content I make is not for individuals that's not trying to get married. What going on, Queen? Where the link at? You know what? Just for you, I drop the link. Give me 1 minute. I'll drop the link for you, Queen. Give me 1 minute. Hold up. Make sure I ain't adding nothing extra to it before I drop it. Okay. There you go, Queen. So the link is pinned. You at the hospital. What's wrong with you? Well, Queen, the link pin. You know what I'm saying? You can hit that jump whenever you feel like it. But yeah, like I was saying, with Ruthless, he say that's his ideology. He just want to get the box and going on about his business. And I say, Ruthless, I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead. I don't have a problem with that. Where I hold up. Oh, Queen, what going on?
Chilling. How about you?
I'm good. How about you?
I wait on them to get through with their other procedures so they can take me back there so they can start optioning my kidney.
Oh shit. You good? I mean, what happened?
So my kidneys had shut down in August
Yeah. I remember you
and they
telling.
are very slow to come back up. And so they want to biopsy to see if they can see what's going on. And she said that my kidney function dropped too low too fast. And they want to see if they can see something from the biopsy. Which I hope they see something so I can get out. Yeah.
Oh shit, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything. I hope you get good news. I
This
hope you
why this is why you got to be careful when you procreate with okay.
be careful who you procreate with.
Yeah, yeah. You start having babies, this is turn your damn body up.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm. What's on top of you?
What my topic is, um, the hidden safety of a low drama woman.
The what?
The hidden safety of a
Oh,
low drama woman.
the hidden safety. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay. I mean, you had to get off and take care of some business. I understand. You know what I'm saying? So
But, I didn't hijack your whole
well, just sit back because I ain't talking about the judge yet. I'm talking about the conversation. I had yesterday on somebody panel.
You over there with Rufus.
Huh?
You talking about over there with Rufus?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, now, I'm
yeah. So anyway, so I don't have a problem with Ruthless and his ideology. Ruthless say he want to get boxed. He don't want no baggage. He don't want no commitments. He don't want none of that. And I'm like, fine, cool, bro. I don't have a problem with that. Where me and Ruthless get into it a lot is this right here is that he kind of say that married men are delusional. They understand. They don't understand that they paying for it and all that good shit. And I had to tell Ruthless over and over again, is like, bro, I agree with you that if you a married man or you're dating, whatever the case may be, you're paying for it. In so many words, I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to get to know a female, you're paying for dates, you're paying for this, that, and the third. You're buying gifts, you're buying shoes, you're taking them on. You're doing a lot of things. When you get married, you're paying for bills and you're paying for daycare and you're paying for you spending money. I agree with it 100%. The problem be is that what's up?
I said, me too.
What?
I agree with it.
Huh?
I think if you dealing with a woman in any capacity, not even just this, but you right.
I
It's
couldn't
just
hardly hear
me.
you. I couldn't hardly hear you, Queen.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better.
Okay, I said I agree with it. I think if you deal with a woman in any capacity, not just marriage, you pay for. That's just me
Yeah,
though.
I mean, but that's what I when like I said when arguing with Ruthless, it ain't the fact of I like I said with him, it's like if that's your way of thinking, it's like you just want short term commitments. You just want to pay for play and go and get your little box and go on about your way. I'm like, cool, bro. We don't have an argument. I don't care. Do that. I don't care about that. His whole argument is that as a married man, you're being foolish instead of doing short term commitments. Because at the end of the day, he always using the divorce stats. He always using high profile celebrity women as proof that the women don't want to get married, the women don't want to act right, the women don't want to do this, all that right there. And I be having to tell Ruthless, it's like, bro, you don't have to quit using celebrities for everyday situations. Do the celebrities reflect some of the things that's going on in the world? Yes. But you're only looking at the negative. You don't listen to the negative. You don't listen to the celebrities, the women that's pushing the BS. You're not listening to the ones that actually got good relationships, that been with their man for years and have good families and all that. You're just looking at high profile celebrity women that to you, Ruthless, look good. They, in his words, bad bitches. So that's our whole thing. So over there on Drip Show, me, him, Hood Conservative, Izzy, Corey Love, we all having a little back and forth trying to argue.
Lord, y'all, you had to, that was the whole nigga channel. Mm-mm-mm. Tragic.
But me and Izzy and Corey Love, we sitting up there telling Ruthless and Hood Conservative is like the way y'all look at women is like there's no hope. With Ruthless, it's just get the pussy and going on about your business. And with Hood Conservative, it's like no matter what I do, I'm gonna lose. And we're sitting there like, bruh, you a man. Why do you think like that? Like, this is the real world. This is reality. It's like you're going to have problems. What do you do when you face a problem though? Is you gonna sit there and wallow in the problem and be, oh, woe is me, I'm never gonna get out the mud, or you gonna find a way to get out the mud. And what we're realizing that a lot of these guys that claim manosphere, red pill, or whatever the case may be, is that they don't want to get out the mud. They don't want to get out the mud. They don't want to compete.
They just want somebody to do whatever they want to do while they fuck over. That's how it is.
And that's what we were realizing is that, just through conversation, just with them two guys, it's just you want somebody to cater to you while you do what you do. Because that's what I told Hood Servitive. Just off his conversation, it's like all I hear is a lack of accountability. It's always a woman fault, but you want to do what you want to do and not be held accountable for what you're doing because you feel like women are doing what they doing and ain't nobody holding them accountable. And it's like, why you want to be like a woman?
I don't know. I think it's weird all these men comparing themselves to women and
Cause
worried about what women is doing. It's some strange shit.
yeah, so it's real strange to a guy like me is that I'm hearing guys complaining about how women acting and they can't win. But again, like with Hood Conservative, his whole thing is the 18 to 25-year-old women. And I'm sitting here like, bruh, you trying to get with a woman that's fresh out of college and fresh out of high school. And you want them to act like a wife, fresh out of high school. And he was like, man, that would happen back in the day. I'm like, but that was back in the day. We living in a whole new day now. It's like you might find one. You might find like they like they exist. I know that some of them exist as marriage minded, fresh out of high school. But truth be told, it's like that's a needle in the haystack. You gotta look through. It's 50 states in the United States, and there's multiple cities and counties in every state. You literally have to go around and find them in order to get the perfect one for you. And you're not gonna do that. So instead of, what I'm saying, getting yourself right and going to find what you really want, you want all the women to act a certain motherfucker way. So it'd be easy for you to get them. And that's not how they roll. So it's really a lot of back and forth about how women need to be this and how women need to be that. When it's like, bro, you act like dudes that's married ain't never experienced a loss and ain't never went through it, ain't never got played, ain't never got did dirty and all that right there. It's like you learn from your mistakes. You learn from what went wrong, whether it was on her or whether it was on him, and you change it, you know what I'm saying, and go forward. You don't sit up there and be wallowing in the mud because you got hurt. Queen, you there? Uh, I don't know. I know she at the hospital. I'm just gonna knock her down. She welcome to come back up whenever she want to. Cause I mean, in my eyes, her health is more important than this conversation. I'd rather for her to be straight than to sit up here and hold conversation while she in the hospital. So if she feeling better, she can come back up. I ain't gonna say she can't come up, but she know how I feel about, that's my partner. So I'd rather for her to get her health right than to sit up here and have this conversation with me. But yeah, so like I'm saying, it's like just listen to the conversation between these two guys. It's like I said, you see women how you want to see it because we're asking Ruthless, we're asking him, bruh, it's more to women than just box. It's more to women than just pretty face. His response is always, well, what else is it? Now, again, he's speaking from the ideal of a short-term investor, and y'all know how I feel about short-term investors. You're just trying to get some quick. You're trying to come up fast. You ain't got time for the long play. You want to try to come up fast. And that's why I say a lot of guys be gambling it. I say that a lot. That's what guys be gambling at, is that you trying to get something quick. Which reminds me of what happened during the pandemic during 2020 when Robinhood. You had a lot of day traders, so-called day traders, that really don't understand the market. They just understand they can get some money out the market. And a lot of them was trying to hurry up and day trade. Buy some, sell it for a little profit. All right, cool. If that's what you do, that's what you do. That's your investment strategy. I ain't got a problem with it. Just like I tell you guys, it's like if just your investment strategy is short-term gambles and all that right there, have at it. I'm not going to be mad at you. Trust me, I'm not. So just like how ruthless thinking and how a lot of guys thinking how they look at women with the short-term gambles is I'm trying to get something, hurry up and smash, and send them on my way. A pump and dump, basically. That's how you had a lot of people through Reddit and other platforms pumping up GameStop. But GameStop is a company, is a business that really literally has no use. Because when you think about it, GameStop has video games and accessories, joysticks, cords, magazines, you name it. It's in GameStop. But with evolution of the gaming industry, you can literally get your games on a PS5 or Xbox. I think Xbox still got it. But you can literally go to digital and download video game to your PS5 or your Xbox. So it's really like there's no purpose of me going to GameStop. There's literally no reason for me to go to GameStop. It's a lot of them that went out of business. There's a few of them that's been in that was in Memphis that went out of business. I know several of them that went out of business. You know what I'm saying? But folks were pumping up the GameStop stock just so because Wall Street was shorting it. Hold on, let me see what Queen. You straight now?
You asked me a question.
I mean, I was talking to you and then you weren't saying nothing, so I just went on and dropped you because I know you was at the
Oh,
hospital.
I was looking for a fish place so I can have some food when I get done.
Oh,
I'm having ace at 6 o'clock yesterday evening.
damn. I know you hungry.
What you was saying? Well, anyway, I think Ruthless is lying. Okay, I don't think he I think he wanna be. I don't know how to say it. Well, I don't think he no short term investor. He just don't want to. He just don't want the responsibility of being a long term investor.
But Queen, this is what we done found out about
All
Ruthless.
that damn crying and shit he be doing about how women don't know how to act. That ain't no short term investor conversation.
Queen, listen though. This is what we found out about his situation. He was in a 4-year relationship.
Uh huh.
And come to find out in his 4-year relationship, the woman he was with only gave him box. She was
That's
pretty,
all he said he wanted, right?
but this is the thing. Now, this is what he done told me on several occasions. This is what he was telling other guys. It's like he knew she wasn't anything. She wasn't worth anything in the first 3 months. Okay, I give you 3 months, 90 days. Go on see what y'all talking about. If it's good, keep going. If it ain't worth it, then cut losses, right?
Right.
He said every time he thought about getting rid of her, she'll give him some roses and some box. And this went on for 4 years.
Oh, he real simple.
And we asking Ruthless. I done asked Ruthless several times. I'm like, is that all she did for you? Yes. Now, if she did anything else, he ain't gonna tell nobody what else she did. But majority of the things he's saying she did, she was pretty, had good coochie, and that's it.
Roses is nasty work.
And roses. Now he get mad because he said she started drinking. I'm like, all right, if that was a problem, why you ain't cut out when she started drinking? He give me a long excuse. Like, I give everybody a chance. I ain't just gonna cut off because of did that. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. So
Cause he was lonely. And he
maybe
know ain't no other woman finna put up with that nonsense.
okay. I mean, I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say you're wrong either.
I done heard these fool conversations. Ain't nobody dealing with no damn Rufus. Crazy ass.
So he said she was drinking. He ain't like her drinking, but he ain't cut off. I said, all right, cool, whatever. Then he said she started working and telling everybody at the job about their personal life. He didn't like that. I'm like, all right, cool. Why you ain't cut off then? Can't give me no legit reason. Then after the drinking and running the mouth at work, he says she want to be in an open relationship. And I guess when she said she want to be in an open relationship, that just ended it all right there for him. So
So
I'm
now he
like,
can't take no more.
you can't take the open relationship part. But your whole premise of being in this relationship was based off soul of her body.
Right.
Your whole relationship with this lady is based solely off her body and what's between her legs. You don't care about nothing else. Cause when I'm asking him, I'm like, Rufus, was she cooking? I ain't asked her to cook for me. Okay. Was she cleaning up the house? I ain't asked her to clean up. So you attach your little red wagon to a female for 4 years, like Easy said not too long ago, was a 4-year one night stand. You attach yourself to this chick for a 4-year one night stand.
Yeah.
And now you want to tell us that we're the delusional ones because you attach yourself to a 4-year one night stand. And I'm sitting here and like I mean, every time I go over there now, I go over to the China Stone some support. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing personal against Ruth because I fool with her. It just be there right there, like, bro, you the one that was putting the pussy on the pedestal because she looked good and got good coochie. You hypnotized, but you see all these red flags and you can't get rid of because she a bad bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
And that was desperate.
That's what we were saying yesterday over there on Drip Show was like a lot of these cats that be talking, y'all talking out of fear talking out of fear. Like you have no power in the relationship. Like you can't stand up for yourself as a man and walk out on a chick, regardless of how she look. It's like
That's what they believe.
what'd you say?
I said that's what they believe.
But it's like then how can I consider you a real man if you let pussy dictate you? That's what
Oh
I
boy.
huh.
I said, oh boy.
I mean, that's just how I feel. It's like, don't get it wrong. It's like, yeah, you know, I done had my ups and downs with women. I done had my ups and downs with my wife. You know, it happens. But I'm also at the point where I'm like, if she leave, it'll hurt, but I keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
So that's what
That's a legitimate question.
that what we're looking at is like you can't rebuild if she get out your life. You can't find another female that might be better than the one you just lost. It's like, what are you doing to where
Right.
we have no power? Like literally between them two is literally telling us that we have no power as men to be men. that we just victims and we just slaves to the box.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's what we talking about. That's what we were trying to tell them. It's like, bro, y'all act like y'all slaves to the box. Anything we saying is like you can't, you can't do that, you can't do this. Woo, woo. Like, yes, you can. You just don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to. But anyway, have they seen you?
What?
Have they seen you?
I'm waiting on the doctor to get done with somebody else so they can wheel me back. You want me to go in the chat?
Huh? What'd you say?
I said they want me. Hold on.
I heard that part.
Now they said they gonna probably come get me in 10 minutes.
Yeah, cause I love the company, I love the conversation, but at the same time, your health more important than this conversation. That's why I'm trying.
Yeah, they finna come get me in 10 minutes. You want me to stay up here? You want me to go in the
That's
chat?
on you. I care more about your health than anything else. I'm trying to make sure you straight.
Oh, I'm fine. It's just a biopsy.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I don't know. I ain't never had to go do no biopsy, so I'm just, I hear about it, but I
So
don't
they
know.
gonna give me some anesthesia, and then they gonna put some on my back, and then they gonna take a needle and stick it in my back with an ultrasound and clip part of my clip pieces of my kidney, put it in a container and send it to the lab.
Mm,
Put a band-aid on me and make me lay on my back for the next 3 hours. Make sure I don't bleed out.
mm.
So I can come back when they done. Cause I'm gonna be here for 3 hours after they get through.
Because it's like, you know,
What? In
because
life, man.
no, because bro, you my partner and shit like that. And I don't want to, be having all this on screen. And I'd rather for you to call me or text me or some shit like that. You
Oh, my
feel
bad.
That's why it's like I don't want to, have that conversation in front of everybody. I'd rather have that
Oh,
between, that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
well,
even trying.
we can talk about it later. We can keep
Yeah,
talking
because
about Rufus naked ass right now.
I ain't trying to run you off. Because like I said, I know you're gonna talk about some shit, but you in a situation that I don't like you being in that situation.
Oh, well, shit, you like
That's
I
really
be
what it's
alright.
more. Yeah, it's more simple fact that I know where you at and what you finna have going on than me just being up here. It's like my priorities is like, you
I
know,
think you more worried than you should be.
probably, what I'm saying? Cause I fuck with you. And
I appreciate it.
so yeah, it's slick bothering me right now. So so
But, yeah, I think Rufus is full of shit.
yeah,
If that woman would have act like she wanted a long term relationship, he probably would have. I don't know. I can't peg his ragged ass. I can't tell whether he would have behaved right or he would have got rid of her because she wanted to do right. But he full of bullshit. I think he wants the women that don't want to do right so he can have an excuse as to why his relationships don't work.
I think that too. And that was leading into the topic. You know what I'm saying? So
You know, at least people like Jay Prince be honest. He intentionally picking fucked up bitches.
but even with Jay Prince, it's like just like I said with a lot of these guys, it's like I appreciate you being honest and how you look at relationships, how you look at women. But then when I see you with somebody you like, all that shit you was saying go out the window. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like with Jay Prince and Flora. It's like, God, you married Flora. Now I have nothing against her, but the way you talk is making it seem like you don't give a damn. And then as soon as you marry Flora, you want people not to speak bad on her name. The
Want
same,
people not to do what?
he ain't want nobody to speak bad on her name.
I mean, that's his wife.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but you not too long ago, you were calling up bitches and hoes.
But then she
For
wasn't his wife then.
then as soon as they get married, you don't want nobody to say nothing bad about her. And
Yeah,
then when y'all get a divorce or whatever the case may be, now is she all type of crazy and this, that, and the third.
yeah. Because he ain't she don't belong to him no more. Now he can cuss out again.
But the whole my thing, well, why you married?
And
If that,
look, don't get me started on that situation.
cause
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. It was like if that's something you didn't want to do, that's something you against. Why you do
What against what marriage?
it? That was yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't be listening to that man talk. I just know. Uh, he said he intentionally choose horrible women because he can get what he want out of them. And I was like, well, all righty then.
But even still, what's up, Smitty? What's going on? Even still though, just like with Ruthless, just like with a lot of these guys out here, is that I get what I want. All right, cool. If you getting what you want with the way you move, that's fine. That's not a problem. The problem is that when you get somebody you like, the way you move change. You talk all
Ain't
this
it
shit.
supposed to?
I mean, if I take myself for example, is I stuck to my core of who I was as a man. Now with certain things I got rid of that I got too old to do over time. It was like, yeah, she'll say something, I look at it and like, do that define me as me? You know what I'm saying? Or there's something I can get rid of that ain't gonna hurt me who I am. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to pick and choose what's really me, what's my core, versus something that I picked up along the way that really just was something that I needed at a certain point of time in life. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I stuck to who I was in my core. It was that in my core, I'm a provider and a protector. Like when I was hearing all that type of shit, I was already doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I also realized that deep down in my core, I'm a piece of shit too, because I'm evil. I realized that it's like I do what I gotta do for people I love, but at the same time, I spit on their motherfucking ass. I realized all that shit. That's me at my core, and it might offend somebody, it might offend people that I say that type of shit. But I'm just being honest. It's like I will fuck your ass over if you give me a reason to fuck your ass over,
Oh
and I
wow.
and I wouldn't have no remorse about doing it.
Tragic.
But my shit, that's just my survival instincts. It's like a kill or be killed.
That's a mess.
Well, I'm just being honest. So that's me at my core. It's like I hear a lot of guys say, it's like, I'm not gonna beg for no submission. No, and I hear guys say that you gotta beg. Nah, I don't beg for submission and you gonna give it to me, you ain't. And if you ain't gonna
Yeah.
give it to me, so what? I mean, I found somebody that give it to me. I cut you loose, no matter how long I've been with you.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying. And I realized that just like when I be thinking about how I was coaching, it's like, yeah, I fool with you as a player, but if you don't give me what I need on the court, your ass can sit down. And if you want to leave, guess what? There go the door. Bye.
Well,
That's how I look at shit. Like when it's time to get the job done, I need you to get the job done. If you ain't down to get the job done, that's fine. You can leave. And it wouldn't be no
well,
hard feelings.
it's understandable.
So So I think that me in my core, when I hear these guys talking about relationships, I'm like, bro, you can't up and leave a female that's behaving badly
Mm-hmm.
just because she look a certain type of way. Because that's all you care about is how she look. If she giving me the same, if she giving me what she giving you, and she giving me more, she might not have the aesthetics you like, but she give me what you getting plus more. Who you think winning?
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get somebody that's attractive, but what I'm attracted to and what you attracted to could be totally different. It could be the same, it could be totally different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like thick. I like ass and titties. I deal with stretch marks and cottage cheese and shit like that. I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as a whole plate. I'm finna eat this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like bones. I'm just being honest. I don't like bones. So just off the muscle, what I like, you may not like. I like titties.
Yeah.
I like a big ass. I deal with stretch marks. Some niggas don't like baby mamas. I ain't got a problem with baby mamas. I done dated several.
Yeah.
And all the situation that they talk with the situation they think about, they come with a baby mama. I'm like, no. I ain't have to just fly out the window and start doing something for their children. I ain't have to worry about baby dad is stalking me and all that right there. I ain't have to pay no babysitters. I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? And when I hear what they want, I'm like, bro, I get that. Plus the extras. You can't sit there and tell me you don't want the extras. You just want the box. And then complain about she won't give you the extras. It's like, I'm gonna find out if she gonna give me the extras before I get the box. So
Yeah.
now, so now if it's short term or long term, at least I know either way, short term or long term, I know for sure I'm gonna get the pussy. I know that
Mm-hmm.
for a fact. Short term or long term, I know I'm gonna get that. What else do you have to offer outside of that?
Right.
So if all you want is just that, then that's what you signing up for. Fine, you get that. But then you can't complain if that's all you want, that she won't give you nothing else. That's how I be looking at it.
Why would she?
That's what I be, and that's what I be trying to tell guys like this, like, bro, I'm an investor. You know what I'm saying? I went off the other day saying that, man, the content I do ain't nothing but pimp shit rolled up nicely.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? I just was honest that day. I was mad. I was like, man, all I'm telling y'all pimp shit that's rolled up in a nice little bow. I just try to reword shit to make it more presentable. But the truth of the matter is, it ain't nothing but game.
All right, they coming to get me. I'll
All
be
right,
back.
man. All right, take time. All right. Man, I hope she do all right. That's my partner. You know what I'm saying? I had to let my yeah get out of my system. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing about me is if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You going through something, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it. But again, my auntie and my cousin just passed away not too long ago. I ain't sure, but they funeral for the simple fact I ain't fool with them. I love them from a distance, and I was like, "Hey, y'all, you with the shit, you with the shit. You took my grandmama through shit. You." I like, nah, I'm not finna pop up at y'all funeral, even though you my auntie, you my cousin. I ain't showing up for y'all funeral on some fake shit. I don't like y'all. Even though we blood, I don't like y'all. You bye. End of discussion. I feel sorry for my uncle because he lost his wife and his daughter. But outside of his wife and his daughter, like I ain't care about them. Once I saw their true colors, I was like, man, y'all can kick rocks. I don't need y'all in my life. Bye. But when it comes down to people like Miss Queen Sun Kids that been rocking with me since I started doing my content and been trying to help me along the way, I listen to her advice and sometimes I be hard headed and I don't pay her no attention. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. And sometimes I hit the phone and say, man, look, I'm stuck. She ain't never turned me down. And I appreciate everything she had done for me. So when I heard her being in a situation like she in, I'm gonna feel some type of way. She ain't never did nothing wrong to me. And there been a couple of people that in these spaces that have negative comments about her. I just listen to them, man. I don't say nothing back. I just let them say what they gotta say, and chances are she be hearing that shit. I ain't gotta say no too much to her, you know what I'm saying? And I be telling her about like, man, you got some enemies in this motherfucking YouTube space. They just be comfortable talking. And I'm like, okay, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. I don't feel like that. But it is what it is. So I hope she get better. But anyway, now that I know she all right, let me get back to what I was doing. So like I was saying, guys like this in the manosphere, or call themselves manosphere, call themselves red pill or whatever. I was calling myself red pill adjacent because I know the truth. But now I don't even want to call myself red pill adjacent no more because I don't want that moniker. I don't want that stuck on me. So now when I go to different panels and be in different chat rooms, they're here. Oh, big dog, a crybaby, big dog. Like, no. I speak the truth. I speak the truth. I don't care about either side like that to ride with them 100%. It's like I ride when you're right, and when you're wrong, I'm telling you you're wrong. In my personal opinion, when you're right, I ain't gonna say nothing. You got it. When you're wrong, I'm gonna say something. That's just how I always been. I've always been able to, like, I'm gonna question you when I hear something I don't like. That don't make sense. I'm gonna question you and see where we going. So when I hear guys like like Ruthless and Hood Server and guys like that, when I hear them talking, I'm like, bro, from an investment standpoint, you gambling. And one of them gambling, they getting what they want, but then they saying that the long term play don't work. But again, your long term play didn't work because you was stuck to a female that didn't offer you nothing but what you value the most. And everything else, all the other red flags start coming up. And you trying to hold on to her for the long term because of what you value the most with her beauty and her vagina. Because anything else she had to offer, you didn't want anything else, nor did you ask for anything else. You just asked for her beauty and her vagina. And that's what you got for 4 years. And it was a problem. But it was a problem that lasted 4 years too long. And because you didn't want to let go of that pretty little thing with that nice coochie, you created your own problem. Now you're being more honest and saying you don't want nothing but the box, but you knew you didn't want nothing but a box when you was in that 4-year relationship. You knew that, but you probably didn't want to let her go because it was gonna probably be hard for you to find another female with good coochie that matched up, pretty face and good coochie. Anything else was option, and you literally created your own problem. So now, what you saying? Long term commitment don't do nothing. Because you still got the risk involved, you still got emotional baggage, you got this, that, and it's called a relationship. You don't want the relationships, you just want the box. And again, like I said, that's cool. But then you can't invest how you want to invest in women and tell me how I invest is crazy. When I sit up here and say, oh nigga, I get the same thing you get plus some. And your response is, I don't want that. You don't want the extras. You don't want the extras. You don't want a woman that can cook for you. You don't want a woman that cleans up behind, wash your clothes. You don't want all that. You just want the box. Fine. If that's what you want, but then if I tell you I get what you want and plus some, I'm still delusional. I'm still delusional. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna argue with you. Then with hood conservative, and again, I don't have nothing personal against these brothers. Nothing personal. It's just their logic when it comes down to women. With hood conservative, it's always about the court system, the laws, this, that, and the third, how it's always structured for a man to lose. We ain't got no options. All that right there. And it's like, well, do you want to be with a woman or not? And if you want to be with a woman, cool. But you want to be with a woman according to certain circumstances. Like you got to have the perfect environment to be with a woman. And again, if I'm using financial style advice, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm using financial style relationship advice. It's just from what I picked up in a lot of stock books, a lot of financial books over the years. One of the first things I learned when reading The Intelligent Investor was this right here. There's no perfect time to get in the market. There's no perfect time to get in the market. If you're going to jump in, you're going to jump in. If you're not going to jump in, you're not going to jump in. There's no such thing as a perfect time to jump in. The market goes up and down every day. It been crashes every day. It been ups and downs every day. Now it been some worse than others. I'll give you that one, but at the same time, it always go up, it always go down. It's every day. Some quarters are better than other quarters. That's every year. That's every year that the so-called experts and analysts and all that right there have all these future predictions for certain companies and certain industries, and when they fail to meet expectations, then the stock price drop. But that's based off what the so-called analysts and experts tell you. It didn't meet the potential, it didn't get the earnings. So because the company didn't meet the earnings that these people put on them, the stock price dropped. If the company or in the industry exceed expectations, the stock price go up. So the same way we talk about, I talk about stocks, is the same way I talk about women. Is like right now we're in cuffing season. Right now we're in cuffing season. The holidays are here. And on top of that, the government done shut down. For all you guys that's desperate for relationships or companionship or whatever the case may be, now is your time to get in the market. Now is your time to get in the market. These are perfect conditions for guys that's saying they can't find nobody, because now you got a bunch of women from different races, not just black women, from different races, that's saying all the same thing. I ain't got no money for food. I ain't got no food stamps. The government is shut down. I ain't gonna get no stamps for November. I ain't getting no stamps for November to put anything on the table for Thanksgiving. Now, if you want to come in and swoop in and be Superman, Captain Saver, now is your time. Because sooner or later, the government gonna open back up, and the government gonna give them some more stamps, and it is what it is. But right now, while they hurt. Now is the time for you to get in if you're looking for the perfect time. They losing jobs. Now is the perfect time if you trying to get you a woman. What is for short term and long term? The timing is perfect. The timing is perfect for you to try to get you what you're trying to get. Because if you plan the market on a timing perspective, if you're trying to get in at a certain time, they hurt. The assets needing the investors to invest now. The women need the men to go and put in on them so they can survive. This ain't me with no winter is coming conversation. This is just me looking at what I see economically. This is just me looking at what I can see economically, financially. No shade to women, no hate to women. I'm just being honest. You got a lot of women on social media complaining about losing money, losing stamps. They're vulnerable. They need your assistance, men. What are you gonna do? Oh, I remember the the market is right where you want to be at right now. In the time of the year, quarter 4, where it's time to invest in something. This is why my son is investing in stocks right about now. I'm telling you, this is the best time to get in. Fourth quarter. We in the fourth quarter. We see economic crisis. If you that nigga you say you is, now was the time to get hold of something. But I remember y'all don't want to deal with the baby mamas. Y'all don't want to deal with the project chicks. Y'all don't want to deal with the women that got a high standard of living. Y'all don't want to deal with somebody that actually on both ends of the spectrum, whether they the worst of the worst or the best of the best. Y'all don't want to deal with it because the worst of the worst need you to take care of them kids, and the best of the best need you to be a man. The worst of the worst might want you to play stepdaddy, and the best of the best need a good, upstanding provider and protector. Ain't this what your godfather been telling y'all about? Ain't winter here? Now is your chance to get in the market. Now is your chance to get in the game. Find you somebody that you can probably be with short term or long term because they need some shit. But even with the women, and again, this ain't no shade to women. I love women. But even with the women complaining about loss of jobs and loss of government benefits and telling you that they fucked up out here, you still ain't gonna do nothing. You still ain't gonna bust a grape. You know why? Because now you coming in your head. Only reason you want to holler at me now because you hurt. Only reason you want to holler at me now because you need me. You need me to do something for you. Now that's why you want to talk to me now. That's why you find me attractive because you need me to do something. They was already doing that before the government shut down. They was already doing that before they lost their job. Well, they still gonna say I need a nigga for something. You just don't like what goes along with that. You don't like what goes along with a chick that's on government assistance, the attitude that go along with them. Yeah, I done cuss plenty of them out because they thinking they shit don't stink. They better than me because they getting all this government assistance. They getting so much in EBT and they Section 8 and all that type of shit. And I'm like, yeah, all it needs is for what's going on now for you to humble yourself. And I was saying that type of shit when females were getting that shit monthly. I was cussing their ass out. Cause you one bad move away from being fucked up. Been telling females that type of shit. I love you though. I still fuck with you though, but you ain't finna stun on me like you doing better than me when you relying on the government. You feel how you want to feel, but I know different. You ain't eating steaks and lobster because you're spending good money for that. Now you eat steaks and lobster because you can buy it with your EBT card. I know this. I don't care, but I know this. And the ones that's at the top of the food chain, the good ones that gather all the money and creating lifestyles and shit like that, I ain't never knock you either. Go ahead, little mama, go on take care of your business. And I used to have to tell them at jobs, like, what you gonna do when you lose your money? What you gonna do when you done created this lifestyle, when you got this big ass house and this foreign car, you taking all these trips and you buying all these different shoes and all these accessories and shit like that? I like, this shit look nice. What you gonna do when you ain't got no money? And this ain't me telling them they doing too much. I'm just looking at them and they stunting. And I like to see you stunt. I like to see you shine and all that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, what you gonna do when you go broke? You ain't gonna be able to live that lifestyle no more unless you get some motherfucker to come in and trick off on you. Same with the women that's on government assistance that's complaining that like you don't need nothing but a nigga to trick off on you. That's all you need is a nigga to trick off on you until you get another job that's paying you what you're making or better, or to the government open the doors back up and cut your stamps back on. That's me being honest. No hate. But for the niggas waiting for the perfect conditions, they jump in the market. This is your perfect time. Jump in. Jump in. You get to dictate some shit because that's what you want to do. You want to control some shit. Jump in. There you go. Have fun with it. Jump your ass right on in. Get what you want to get out of both of them. But again, like I said, you ain't gonna do that because you scared they're only gonna be using you. Even though you might get what you want, you might get you something for the long term. Or you might be getting something for the short term. Depending on you. But because of the simple fact you know they need something from you, you still ain't gonna jump in. And you're gonna be back on these panels complaining about this shit. Have fun. So anyway, anyway, let me go again to the topic. The hidden safety of a low drama woman. A lot of you guys are hooked. Let's just keep it 100. A lot of you guys are hooked on chaotic women. A lot of y'all guys are hooked on the penny stocks. A lot of you guys are hooked on the speculative stocks. A lot of y'all are hooked on the gamble, making something out of nothing. A lot of y'all guys hooked on it. And y'all realize that being hooked on these females, I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing. It's just that that's not the only option. That's not the only option when dealing with women. Somehow, some way, y'all believe that's the only option because you like how they look. They give you, there's nothing left to the imagination. They showing you everything on social media. They tapping into your masculine nature, your heterosexuality. They're tapping into it. Whether it's Facebook, whether it's IG, TikTok, X, YouTube. They're tapping into what you want the most from women. Well, at least what has a lot of value is their bodies. The face, the breasts, the ass, the feet. They're tapping into what you want from women on the daily. And like I said, me, myself, I look at what I look at. I ain't against it. I'm a man. I look at this shit. I'm not against it. It's just that I learned over time is that everything that look good to me ain't good for me. I learned that over time that everything that look good to me ain't good for me. Because dealing with a chaotic woman is exciting. It is exciting. The phrase crazy bitches got good pussy. That's what that means. Because again, with your wiring, is that you're valuing the box and you're doing a risk analysis. Is how much of these red flags can I deal with while getting that little thing between her legs? You're literally doing a risk analysis and saying, I can overlook these red flags because she got good coochie. Sound familiar? I can overlook these red flags. I can give her a pass. I can overlook her bad behavior because she got good coochie. But when you a real investor, when you really know how to deal with women, you already know is that as an investor in the stocks, I'm not tying myself down to a volatile company just because it look cute. Just because it got a lot of flash, a lot of bells and whistles. I'm not tying myself down to a company because of that. Now, they might be in my portfolio. Because when we were going through the pandemic, yeah, Robinhood came in handy. And I would buy my stocks as usual. Every time I got paid, I got my money set to the side. I sent it to Robinhood. I'm investing in my stocks. And what was left, I put in the Dogecoin. Put it in the Dogecoin. I ain't know 100% how crypto was working, but at that point in time, Bitcoin was a lot. I wasn't trying to jump into Bitcoin because I ain't have enough to jump into Bitcoin. Dogecoin was right up my alley. I'm like, well, I heard about Dogecoin in several spots. I throw the change into Dogecoin. It wasn't a lot, maybe $1 here, $2 there. I made sure to take care of all the dividend stocks first. Everything that was paying me in dividends, I made sure to invest in them first. And what was left out of my investments was the change I doing the Dogecoin. Dogecoin blew up. Now I remember one day I was at work. I went through my phone and started went to Robinhood and I saw a number of my investments. I'm like, wait, whoa, where does all this come from? That number was jumped. That number jumped. It was big. I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? Like what hit? What hit? So I'm going through my stocks. This company, I'm like, nah, that ain't it. It had a little rise, but it wasn't enough to put that number up there in my portfolio. Let me go to another one. Nah, that ain't it either. Let me go to another one. Nah, that one dipped a little bit. Not too much, but it dipped a little bit. Okay. Then I go down to my crypto. I go to Dogecoin, and that's where it got big. And I'm like, oh, me just throwing a few dollars here and there after making the big investments. Dogecoin literally paid for the down payment on my Mercedes. Dogecoin literally paid for the down payment on my Mercedes just by me throwing twos and fews into it. Just not even giving the damn because it was like, all right, whatever. If it blow up, it blow up. If it don't blow up, this is change. This ain't me investing $200-300 in the Dogecoin any given time. This is me throwing $5, $2, a little something. It wasn't a lot. It was a little something, but it was enough for me to get the down payment for my Mercedes. It was enough for me to get a down payment for my Mercedes. Now, where Dogecoin is now, I don't know. I ain't once I got a little change off of Dogecoin, I pulled out and went and bought me and put a Mercedes. I wasn't expecting that shit to hit. I wasn't expecting that shit to blow up. It did. It got me a car. It wasn't like I needed a car. But when my son was growing and the car I had that I was using every day going back and forth to work, he started getting too big for that car. I went and got the new car. Thanks to Dogecoin. Now I don't know where they at because I don't invest in Dogecoin no more. It's not Bitcoin. It served its purpose for me at that time. And I wasn't even looking forward to do anything. But it came up and I cashed out. And see, that's what a lot of guys be doing is they're expecting the worst of the worst women to be Bitcoin. When a lot of them is Shiba Inu. A lot of men, excuse me, is thinking the worst of the worst is gonna actually become one of the best of the best. Excuse me. You're literally gambling with your life. You're literally taking these penny stocks and these speculative stocks and hoping you can turn them into wives because the barrier of entry is low. They nice to look at, and crazy bitches got good pussy. Crazy bitches got good pussy. That is what y'all doing. You're gambling. You're gambling. And then they'll complain about the risk you took with a woman that has no long-term value. Then you want to put the blanket over all the women and saying all of them act like this. No, they don't. All of them don't act like that. It's the ones you're constantly picking. You're kind of going after the ones that got a lot of makeup on their face and the big lashes and the big weaves and multicolored weaves and they got the titties out and their ass out and all that type of shit. And like I say over and over again, I like looking at them too. I like looking at them too. I follow some of them on multiple platforms. I like looking at them too. But I know not to invest in them. I know not to go to their OnlyFans and pay whatever they're charging for a subscription. I know not to go down their little funnel system because of IG or TikTok telling me to link in bio. Go on a link tree and they got 3-4 different OnlyFans pages. An Amazon wish list. Some more bullshit. Selling their used drawers or a toothbrush. It ain't that serious. You nice to look at. I admit that. You nice to look at whether you're black, whether you're white, Asian, Hispanic. If you got what I like looking at you. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole to your OnlyFans and pay for a subscription. Even in my real life, when I was with the shit, just because they were thick, cute, and I was doing my thing, All I hear was, I give you the best pussy you ever had if you do this. I'm a sucker. I'm gonna suck the shit out your dick if you pay for that. If you take me here, I'm gonna do this. If you do that, I'm gonna do this. And I'm like, huh? Like, huh? Why I gotta take you to this extravagant spot? Why I gotta spend this enormous amount of money for some shit that I get in my bed every night? Why I gotta go break myself to get something for 30 minutes to an hour? What? To me, that's financially crazy. I get it at the house. Why I gotta give you so much to get what you got when I get it at the house? I'm already spending money at the house. I'm already paying bills at the house. I'm already buying food at the house. I'm already taking care of kids at the house. Why I gotta do all that for you? Why is it that I have to? You gonna give me this? You gonna give me your body in exchange for an experience? Because you see my wife getting experiences. My wife going to different places and getting gifts and shit like that, but that's my wife. And in your head, you look better than my wife. So you feel like if I'm blessing her, I'm gonna bless you because you think you look better than her. And I ain't gonna hold you. Some of them did. That's no disrespect to my wife because it's plenty of niggas I know trying to holler at my wife. But it was some that actually had a prettier face than my wife, had a better body than my wife. But I wasn't no fool because you like, because all this, you think I'm finna do more for you because you think you look better than my wife. And you might do look better than my wife, but you think I'm finna do so much more for you because of your beauty. But then I had chicks on the roster, even though I'm married, I had chicks in the portfolio that required little to no capital, little to no attention, little to no time, little to no money, that were doing the same thing you were doing for a Ruth Chris dinner. Literally doing the same thing you willing to do for a blunt, for a Hunt's Brother pizza, for McDonald's, for gas in a car. Literally doing the same thing. Literally doing the same thing. And they might not been as pretty as you, but they get the job done because they doing the same thing you're willing to do. That's where a lot of guys be fucking up at because she look a certain type of way. You willing to break your neck. You willing to break yourself because she look a certain type of way. With a guy like me, it's like all of them do the same shit. All of them do the same shit. So when I'm sitting here and I hear these guys talking about what they willing to do for a bad bitch, for a pretty chick, in my head, I'm like, nigga, you overspending when all of them do the same thing. And there's no disrespect to the ladies. I'm just being honest. You willing to spend a lot of money on this chick because she look a certain type of way, and at the end, you just gonna get a little ass. I'm gonna get the ass and plus some. And she may not look as good at that one, but she gonna give me everything else. And the funny part about this, and I said this on numerous occasions, is that you're overlooking the ones that I will pick up. And because they give me all the extras outside of the ass, outside of the pussy, outside of the mouth, because they willing to give me the other shit too, now you look at them as valuable. And my response would be, well, why you didn't holler at her in the beginning? Why did you overlook her? Because you went after the flash. You went after the eye candy. Me, I went after something that was decent enough to be seen in public. That I wouldn't mind being seen in public with. You feel what I'm saying? She ain't had to be a 10 in the face. I'm not a face guy. From the neck down, she right. But you overlook them type of women because they boring. There's no flash to them. They Tim Duncan. They boring. But with there being boring becomes stability. With her being boring comes stability because a woman like that that's undervalued, that's low drama, she ain't fireworks every day. She ain't 4th of July every day. She ain't New Year's Eve every day. But she can give you peace every night. That's more valuable than fireworks every day. It's peace every night. That's more valuable. That stability is more valuable than that volatility. The stability you get from a low drama woman, a defensive stock that got you, is more valuable than a play, a short term play. It's more valuable. Y'all ain't gonna see it like that because you don't want to have to deal with a woman that got standards. You like low hanging fruit. You like females that easy or at least look easy. And pray to God that she got good sex. And then attach yourself to her because if the sex good, you want her to be your chick. But she ain't got nothing else but good sex. And you're complaining that she won't do nothing else, but that's what you signed up for. And again, ain't nothing wrong. But like I said, I can have them, but they ain't all I'm invested in. Just like with Dogecoin. Once I put my money where I need to put it at, in the shit that's gonna pay me back, they got a good ROI. Once I put my money where they're supposed to go first, what's left, I give it to the little junts. It ain't nothing. Cause all they gonna do is give me what you value most. Some pussy. We're not the same. We're not the same. Peace is a luxury. A low drama woman is luxury. She may not be the best looking female walking, but she give you everything you need. Now don't take this as me saying you need to go get an ugly chick. No, I ain't telling you go get no ugly chick. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What I like, you may not like. Go for what you like. Make sure you do that then. Don't go get something because I said go get it. You know, go get what you like physically. But if she ain't gonna act right, then cut her loose and go find another one that look like what you like and repeat the process until you find the one that's stable, that's down for the ride, that's committed, that's loyal. You can always get what you want physically. That's not a problem. There's plenty of women in the world. You can always get that. The problem is you're trying to match that shit up for how she look on the outside and what she bring to your life. You have to let some go in order to get what you really want. In order to get that real luxury, that peace of mind, that stability at the house, that nurturing at the house, what you say y'all want. You gotta learn how to walk away from the table with some because they ain't no good. Everything that look good to you ain't good for you. Or you can keep on playing how you're playing, keep on getting what you say you want, and then complain because you won't do nothing extra. And I'm gonna keep telling you the same thing over and over again. You got what you signed up for. You got what you signed up for. You ain't looking for the green flags. You ain't looking for the safety. Safety is boring. But you can't ask for a Lamborghini to drive like a Volkswagen. You can't ask for a tiger, a lion, a panther to act like a domesticated house cat. You can't ask a blue marlin to act like a goldfish. You feel what I'm saying? You can't ask for the exciting shit to be boring. Because all they know is excitement. All they know is thrills. It's hard for them to be bored. They ain't gonna get boring until don't nobody want them no more. Now they looking for somebody to invest in them. Like I said, a lot of shit y'all be saying, it holds some weight to it. And a lot of times I say something about my mom-in-law. She one of them females, and now she pushing 60, and now she wants somebody to invest in her because when she was in her 20s and 30s, she had a pick of the litter. She could run through niggas. Now she close to, now she finna be 60. Now it's like, just need me a nigga. And it was plenty of niggas you bypassed because of how you looked in your earlier years. So trust me and believe, when y'all be saying certain shit, I done see certain shit. I live certain shit. So it ain't like y'all be wrong. But in y'all case, it's me in case of this right here, you want something that's exciting because boring is boring. Covered up is boring. Education is boring. A good career is boring. All the things outside of the box is boring. But then the chaos that you really want, you don't really want it because you can't deal with it like you think you can deal with it. But like I say, if this gonna hit you, it's gonna hit you. If it ain't gonna hit you, it ain't gonna hit you. Keep gambling. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna see who else going on. What time is it? Check my phone. It's almost 2:30. So anyway, I appreciate those that came by. I appreciate those that hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, this wasn't I ain't gonna say it wasn't my best show, but you know, due to the fact my partner in the hospital, and a lot of the shit I wanted to my whole that I had, it went out the window. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, and I will holler at y'all at another time.
My skin is black.
Doctor?
Right nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga.